endlessly searching for an original sin.
Where's my controller? There it is. Miko, where's the ball? Guys, give me the ball if we want to play. Oh yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I don't know why you guys see ads, because I don't get money off of ads. I guess it's just something you get once you're in... I'm not a partner, I don't know what they fucking call the other one. Affiliate, I guess, or whatever. Continue. I don't know if is Deadman in the game, is the stream right now? Yes. Deadman, tell your wife that Kingdom Hearts 3 won't be shown until Square Enix. I don't get paid for ads on Twitch. Not yet anyway. Once we get 75 people in the stream for I think like 4 or 5 different streams consecutively, then yes. I think I start getting paid. And who are you?
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed. Still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
I have found a gift from your wife.
In that case, you'll be properly rewarded, Doc. Clay Cox is a man of his word.
I hope that won't make me an accomplice to your future crimes.
Who knows what I might do now I feel invincible again.
Can't do anything with that.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
I'm okay with it supporting Twitch, because the more people that support Twitch, the more likely it is we get, you know. Oh, whatever. I'm just half fucking asleep.
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
Oh, shit, we needed that.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Let's see if I can still technically give it to her, even though I've given it to that asshole. Who will get eaten later.
Yes, Doctor?
That's all for now, Nurse
Oh,
Crane.
I have
Thank you.
to make more. Okay. Wait, what?
You always knew the words to calm the children.
What?
Ellen. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Doctor.
This hospital seems to be falling apart.
I think I
Good
fucked
evening,
something
madam.
up.
Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your...
Yeah, I'm actually gonna do that. That part is easily... But does it affect the story? Oh. I hope I didn't fuck up the story. Okay, no. Good. Holy shit. This is how I break games. I guess they're gonna probably work on an update for that. And yet it keeps putting me back here. Oh well. Our character does like his running. I think we can just buy more fatigue medicine too. It's not a huge deal.
Wasted too much energy for so little result.
Thank you.
Reads me like a book. So many deaths.
Guys, what the fuck did I do?
Still more coming.
It's locked.
How can we be sure we're making a difference?
What the shit? I did cure the guy's fatigue, but I can't... Oh, there we go. Holy shit, how did that break?
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Well, she seems like a good mother.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
So you're a bitch.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Huh, so she's a fucking bitch.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Yeah, actually that shouldn't be tolerated here either.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Alright, so let's talk to the kid.
Good evening. I'm
Harry
Dr.
Potter?
Reed. Can I help at all?
No,
Really? Why are you here, then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. she won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Which is how most mothers would be.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, but rest assured you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed.
By the way, if anyone has any issues with Twitch, the stream on Twitch, go over to Chaotic Stories, because I know a couple people are having issues.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Okay, that's a little insane.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
How painful
There was another wrong button.
is your throat, Mr.
Can I not skip this?
Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Kinda dumb. There we go.
I'll let you get some rest, then.
I'm alright.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
I will see you later. I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm alright.
So I need
Don't waste your
fatigue
time with me.
medicine. Okay. That's what I'm guessing.
Like a book.
How can we be sure we're making a difference?
From her. I will not let you down, my boy.
You know what? I could do this. I'm gonna go evolve, and then I'm gonna come back, and I'm going to do, I'm gonna go do that other mission that we've been trying to get done. But first I'm gonna go evolve. Continue to crack jokes. It's like a rule in this stream. We never take games too seriously. Also, did anyone else see how much EA fucked up E3, their first, being the first one of the conference, and they fucked up? They must be proud of themselves. Also, the chick running it was so cringy. I'm like totally a gamer girl. Oh my god, look at my glasses. Guys, I want my bot to be hot pink. She actually said shit like I want my bot to be pink. Okay. Yeah, wrong one. My door is this way. Well, yeah, they're gonna find the cutest girl they can. But... Miko! Hold on. Miko, you're not supposed to have that, honey. Sorry about that. No, she was playing with, God no, she was playing with the launcher I have for when we take her to the puppy park. It throws her ball. Like I use it to throw her ball farther. Did we look at this medical file? Thomas Elwood, age, male, age 28. Let's see, the patient face has been heavily burnt and disfigured by a bomb during the war. Even with the use of the strongest sedatives, he affirms to regularly endure severe pain from the wounds, as if the flames were still burning under the skin. He says examinations of the cauterized tissue show no traces of inflammation, infection, or swelling. Scars are clean. Could it be a case of persistent nerve damage? The patient never ceases to blame himself for his disfigurement. Could it be a case of guilt of the survivor, phantom pain manifesting as a punishment for not dying with his comrades? Sweet. I do like how it actually makes you read them to learn about the characters. Instead of just collecting them and boom, you got something for the characters. You actually have to stop to read them. It's a nice little thing. Kojima's in this. No. Wrong phantom pain. What? I don't remember leaving this door open. Where's the... Guys, where the fuck is the door? What? What? There was a door here before. Okay. I noticed the YouTube comments. Let's see. Spring, you can perform a supernatural move to your target. Let's see. Increase the blood absorption. Fighting, yes. I'm gonna go for that. I'm definitely going for stamina. Science. Yes. That's actually going to be really useful to us. Okay, fine. Fuck you. No, I keep forgetting I have to actually press that. I keep forgetting I have to do that. I am so glad it actually warned you. Yeah, it was... Guys, quiet, sweeties. Quiet. Major district events. Every night, the consequences of your choices may improve or degrade the district health status. It can also be degraded due to disease among citizens. Major district events. If a district health status drops below critical threshold, it will plunge into chaos. Okay. Ooh, what happened? What made it go down? Oh. You're gonna be a fucking problem, aren't you? I need to make a lot more fatigue. I'm gonna have to go buy fatigue. I'm just gonna go buy fatigue. I don't think I have enough to make more. That's gonna be like a major thing, isn't it? Oh, I can make more. Good. I have a feeling fatigue is going to be a major one. So let's go hand out fatigue. So the night actually does go by. It's kind of cool. Should be strong enough to deal with that guy, I think. We will deal with Pippa in a second. You.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Hello, doctor.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
You're a depressing little shit, aren't you?
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Pippa, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
That reminds me, I gotta go look up a hurricane thing.
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
This is true.
You're right. When dealing with such a terrible disease, one must remain humble. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try our best.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
Oh, at least Amazon has a... I'm sorry, I'm also looking at hurricane survival stuff because it's hurricane season.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Oh?
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Wait, what?
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Thanks for letting us know.
Pepper, are you sure you want to leave this hospital?
To become a nurse was a little girl's dream. But in the end, I don't feel that useful. I want more. I want to make things change.
You should be proud of what you've achieved. This hospital represents hope for many people in need of help.
Maybe you're right. But at the moment, I feel like we're just a cemetery waiting room.
Sorry that they're barking, guys. There's really not much I can do about it. Guys, hush, honey. Joker, come on. Get out from under there. You're making her bark. Stop that. Come on. Be a dick somewhere else.
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
And what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
If you feel that saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
What? What about God? Yep, it's Bork Bork. I think that's all we can get out of her.
Damn.
Can we talk to you anymore?
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're also enjoying the game. The videos for this game will be up on the main channel soon. I'll probably actually start the new channel if I do a second channel with this. I'm actually just going to wait for the thumbnails. Well, I can use a temporary picture of Raven as a la carte just until Bosco gets
Why
back.
do you feel responsible for the injury, Thomas? What really happened?
I wasn't disfigured by any German shells. It happened during my leave. It was an accident.
Hold on. I'm trying to get this fucking thing to solar power and it's not doing it. There we go.
Why lie about it?
Come on. It It's one thing to come back disfigured by the Germans, and it's another to get injured in an accident that could have happened to anybody.
Reconstructive surgery has been very successful for some soldiers.
I don't want to wear a bloody mask for the rest of my life. I'd rather stay here and just be forgotten.
Tell me what really happened then.
I went with a whore in Rouen. Dead drunk I was.
Good girl.
The hotel was a shithole. There was a fire that night.
Did you start the fire? Were you trying to avoid going back to the front? That's not uncommon, you know.
No. It's just that I was asleep when the flames reached the room. The girl was long gone. Bitch never woke me up. Left me to burn.
So we don't have any more we can ask him.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Disgust on every street corner. The daily routine.
God damn it, hurricane supplies are insanely expensive. Yeah, that was her. I couldn't ask her about it. I think I can ask her next time. I'm also looking around for other things. You, come here. I have fatigue medicine for you.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
Not
And
you,
good evening
Strickland.
to
Fuck
you,
off.
Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Can I give you anything? No, you can fuck off all the way.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Unless you're selling propane, I don't care.
Dr. Reed, may I help you?
God damn it. Ah, fuck this.
For how long have you been working here, Nurse Crane?
I first volunteered at the Pembroke in 1911, a few months after Dr. Swansea was appointed.
And before you arrived here?
If you must know, this was my first job.
You just kind of see him in the background, don't you?
Well, Dr. Swansea certainly has confidence in your abilities. Are you in charge of the nursing staff?
Not in an official capacity, but the Pembroke doesn't always work above board, so to speak.
Okay.
What about medical protocols?
Dr. Reed, we don't have the money and resources here at the Pembroke like they do in the West End. We do what we can.
So in other words, you do a lot of bad shit.
How is the duty roster organized?
Everybody works until they can't. If there's time, they'll eat a meal and shed a silent tear.
Okay. Holy shit. Is it... God damn it, hurricane supplies I think always get more expensive during hurricane season. Fuck me. Should have stocked up earlier. Fuck it, I'll deal with it later. I know, I can multitask.
What can you tell me about our patients here at Pembroke?
This hospital was founded to help the East End poor and needy. But since the war and the quarantine, we've had all manner of folk.
Can you be more specific?
Well, veterans, the elderly, dock workers. We even have a few mental patients. If there's space, we take them.
That's actually not a good thing.
What can you tell me about the epidemic, Nurse Crane? I've been out of touch since I've come back to England.
Everyday folk don't know how bad it is. The papers certainly won't tell them. Not as long as the war is raging on, anyway.
News on the front stated that the Spanish flu was under control, at least in Britain.
It seemed to be for a while, but that was only last summer. It returned with a vengeance just over a month ago.
I mean, I know I'm gonna get them just in case, mostly because if I don't use them, I can give them to family members. But one of the things I'm doing this year because of the hurricane season is every time we have a hurricane coming, I'm actually gonna be booking 2 hotel rooms over at the hotel I stayed at during, you know, when I lost power during the last one. Because I'm gonna be paying for me and my mom and then my grandparents. Because my grandma's very sick and this year the hospital's actually lost power, so hotel we stayed at actually had a really big generator and stuff like that, so I'll probably be just
I'll see you
doing
later,
that, but I'm
Miss
still gonna
Crane.
get hurricane supplies just in case, like water and things like that. But looking online, pricing.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Can I offer him anything? No, I thought I could. Okay, I can't.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Thrive Live? You'd have,
Doctor.
I've not heard of Thrive Live. I do know right now some places are having no taxes on hurricane supplies, which is why I have to go out this weekend, especially now that I've gotten paid from Patreon, to go buy some. Because again, I usually buy some for me, for my mom and I, and then I get them for my grandparents, because my grandpa and grandma can't go out very much. But I've not heard of Thrive Live. You can give me a link to it in the Discord, that'd be really great.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Any news about my operation?
Can we give you your operation? What the fuck is up with that? You kinda actually deserve it.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
Can we set up the... I guess we'll be setting that up soon. So who was it that was fatigued? It wasn't that.
What a blundering idiot.
I fucked up, didn't I? You're fatigued, aren't you?
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
You're also a dick.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
I know, guys. I know someone's walking by. It's okay. Miko, hush, honeysuckle. Want me to get the spray bottle? I'm gonna aim. Quiet. Good girl. Good quiet.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Lies.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
Other people may say that's too conservative a point of view.
Conservative? And what are you going to say to Mr. Fiddick if he loses his arm because of the operation? Because that's what's going to happen if the surgery is a failure.
Do you need my assistance?
Not at all. I'm sure that you are used to gaining people's trust with your impressive skills. Well, it will not be the case with me.
Oh good, you're an asshole. I mean, you have a valid point, you're still an asshole. Oh, I still have
Tell me,
more?
Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland
skip
is
it?
playing with his patients' lives.
Are you thinking of...
Harvey...
Finally! Wait, no, you're an asshole.
Thank you for your time.
No one cares. Alright, so you guys are saying, okay, I did that wrong. Alright, let me go see Harry Potter. Harry Potter, come here!
Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
I'm okay.
No one cares.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
I'll have to look that site up. Thank you, Archon. I fucking hate having to get supplies, but I do need to get water and stuff. So that should
I
help.
have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate.
I'm alright.
Let me look at something. Oh, what was it that it said about some of that? Mortimer Goswick. Okay, healthy. Oh, so he was the only one. Okay. Alright, so let's go try to do that one thingy. And then we'll come back and do the rat. Like I said, they put a lot of work into this game for this being an indie. And I'm not saying that indie games can't have a lot of work into them or anything like that. I'm just... Opium! Yay! feels like it's a AAA game until you see some of the mouth movements, if that makes sense. I don't know. This was only $50, so I think this was only 50. Well, I got a reviewer's copy, so I'm not one to talk with him. I believe this game is $50, and I think it's pretty good. But we haven't gotten that far into the game yet, and I know we still need to finish God of War. We will eventually.
Don't come closer, sir.
You already made that joke like 20 times, dude. Oh, hey! Fuck off. Woo! He's kind of annoying. I'm gonna have to level that thing up next. Oh, this was a dead end, wasn't it? Shit. Oh no, wait, I think I need to go that way. But remember. It's hurricane season starting this month. And yeah, we're basically on hurricane alert until November. So if there's a hurricane or anything like that, I need to have supplies and stuff. Because the last hurricane season, we were out of power for a week, almost 2 weeks. Which sucked. We finally had to go to a hotel because one of the dogs straight up had a seizure. That's actually why we ended up going. Viking, can you stop? Remember that guy is over there. I wonder if I can avoid him. Well, that'll be a no. I don't know why that was. Let's get them away from each other. That'll probably work a lot better. Nope! Get off me, you asshole! Get off! Hell, these guys are annoying. Doesn't seem like he's impossible to beat. I just need to get away really quick. I need to get a different weapon. That thing is fucking useless. Get off me! Just healed! Wrong one! Ah, shoot. Very little blood left, and I need to get him down. Can do this. He is really fucking annoying. Oh god, that just saved my ass. Damn it! Alright, I can do this. Yeah, I probably need to get stronger, but I'm gonna do this shit. I should probably go buy some bullets. let me go buy some bullets. That'll actually be useful. Then I get to go and make my way back there.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Ooh, I can use that for upgrading. Maybe I should upgrade my... Ooh, those are kind of expensive. I'm just gonna buy all the shotgun shells. Thank you. So I guess every day this stuff kind of respawns, which is fine.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Caliban fellow.
Yeah. That's everything around here. Can't really do anything with them, so let's try going back and doing that again. First, it'd be nice if my guns are actually fucking loaded. Why can't I just... I hate that you can't just reload them. That's kind of shitty. I noticed that. I noticed. I'm gonna do this mission, fuck you. I'm gonna get this done. God, I hope I'm going the right way and, like, I don't do this fight for nothing. Oh wait, I can go up there and craft, can't I? Does that lead to my door? No, that leads to...
It's locked, all right.
Don't mind me.
Watch yourselves! There's one of them!
How? You're an asshole, aren't you, buddy? Here, I'll lead you right to one. You can have fun with him. At least I can... Oh, it auto-reloads. Okay, good. Are they actually gonna follow me? Actually, I could use blood, so why not? Damn it. There we go. Come here. No! Fuck you, I need this blood. I'll deal with you in a minute. Okay, fair enough. You're a dick. Come here. Mine now. Mine now. Look at there's no consequence to kill. Okay. I'm just gonna be up here then. I can hear the son of a bitch right there. Okay. Let's be careful. Can I just teleport away from them, maybe? Get off me! God, I hate that you can't just knock them off. That's gonna be a thing later, isn't it? Would you fuck off, you dick? Oh, I just realized their level, too. In fact, I'm even going toe-to-toe with them is pretty impressive. No! Suck a dick. No! Oh, well. Can you please not fucking reload like that? You didn't fucking reload last time. You just do it whenever you feel like it, don't you, asshole? Pressing the wrong button for dodge. I hate that the first time he didn't reload and now he just wants to reload. Alright, we can do this. Fuck this stupid thing. I'm just gonna start using the stun. Because the guns suck in this game.
I said stay away, sir.
Alright. Sure. Don't follow me. This is turning into Bloodborne again. Fucking stamina is annoying. Oh, god damn it, I hate the stamina bullshit. I'm gonna go upgrade some stuff and then I'm gonna do this. 'Cause I know I'm a lower level than what I should be, but I know I can do this. I get them pretty down. It's the little accomplices that tend to piss me off. It is kind of annoying. It's not ass, it's just a little bit annoying. You can't shake them off you and stuff. So it gets annoying. So I'm gonna go do an upgrade. I'm not gonna rest though, because I don't need to. I just need to use the crafting bench.
Please, Jonathan, come.
Wrong one! Shit! Wrong door.
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan.
Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Right. You want me to kill something, don't you? It's going to come down to I'm going to be killing something. Anybody else get that feeling? Let's see if there's anything to steal from his office. Then we'll go to our office. Oh, he's right here. We shouldn't be stealing from his office. Wait. Dear Dr. Swanson, I will be glad to manage the temporary morgue as soon as it's opened. As I have already told you, I was a doctor during the war, and I will be glad to serve my country again. I know it is not the same being a physician for the dead as it is for the living, but I believe it is important to welcome and take good care of our departed too. Rest assured, I will do my best to fully perform this new duty to the best of my ability. Concerning the question of my qualifications, I'm sorry, I can't give you any more valuable than my parole. I swear to you that my regiment made me a doctor during the war, and that I saved many lives. If my word is not enough, you can contact the military administration to verify my experience and skills. They will confirm that even if I never followed any medical studies, the war taught me what a doctor really needs to know. Okay. So that's going to be interesting to bring up to him. Give. Dear Dr. Swansina, I must inform you of my deepest reservations concerning the Dr. Thorio Strickland and Harvey Fiddick case. Mr. Fiddick has been hospitalized after a severe work injury. He may permanently lose the use of his arm if not treated adequately. Dr. Strickland claims that a surgical procedure may save the man's arm completely. I say it may also sever its function for good if complications arise. Our young colleague is an audacious and daring surgeon who might prove a great professional in a few years, but for now he lacks the skill to perform such a risky procedure. Need I remind you of the mistakes he made in the past? Since Dr. Strickland refuses to listen to me, I strongly advise you to forbid him from performing such a hazardous experiment. He really doesn't like him, but that actually makes more sense now. Rare species of vampire. As a scholar and exegete of ancestral writings, I would never insist enough about the importance of taking legends and ancient folklore into account when searching for hints about hidden or lost secrets. A common mistake is to take what we know for an established truth and use it to discard any contradictory material. For example, we must consider the possibility of undiscovered species of vampires and the necessity to rethink what we see as the established truth about the various types of immortals based on what we know and what we gathered through time. For many centuries did we consider that vampire was a vernacular term for what we had learned to call Ekin, until the day 4 explorers of the Brotherhood found proof in Siberia of Volkods, were a lupine type of vampire. We considered these creatures to be linked to the mythical werewolf. Now we know it is not true. What about the rest? What about the Rakshasa from my homeland? What about the Chinese Yingzhi, or the Puchin of southern Chile, And without even leaving the beautiful, beautiful Great Britain, what about the stories about bat-shaped women sometimes seen flying around St. James Church in Louth? What about the creature only identified as a disaster in some obscure testimonies which tried to destroy London in 1666 by spreading plague all around the city? What about the Nimrod, the mythical figure of the restless vampire hunter, sometimes described by ancestral British icons as a legendary huntsman who only feeds on his prey's blood and can go unnoticed amongst the mortals and immortals? I tell you, my brothers, we never can be too sure of what we could find, if only we could forget for a few minutes of what we're supposed to already know. From Unveiling the Night by Usher Teltree. So, you have a lot of shit on vampires. Can I talk to you?
Do you need something, Jonathan?
I have just a few questions.
Then ask away. I'm at your service, Doctor.
He's very eager. I don't like that.
You mentioned something about a secret society. A brotherhood, if I recall. Could you elaborate?
Certainly. I've been a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole for several years. We are pledged to monitor and report vampire activity in England as impartial scientific observers.
Yet you don't fear me. And still, you know the monster that lurks beneath the civilized surface.
The Brotherhood has studied your kind for centuries. We believe you are as supernatural as a lion is to a gazelle.
Okay.
That explains your nightly wanderings about the docks and the questions you ask.
I feel it wasn't mere coincidence that led us to that part of town. There was something as yet unseen that set those chain of events in motion.
Since I'm the one working for you, what should I know about Pembroke Hospital?
Well, for many years, we have been the only medical facility in this part of town that people can rely on. We support the community here, as well as provide health care.
Where do we stand today?
Well, to be honest, we cope on a day-to-day basis. The first wave of the Spanish flu last summer took us by surprise. We lack many of the basic necessities needed.
Okay.
What do you expect of me?
What we need is hope. You were a soldier. This is a war. This white coat's still a uniform. We fight to help the poor, the sick of the East End, the forgotten.
Fuck it, I'll ask later. I don't care.
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar.
I really don't feel like talking to him right now. Yeah, I didn't know Nimrod was a person. Can I open this? Don't let me. Okay, I'm gonna change it until we're strong enough for that motherfucker, because he's starting to get annoying. Succeeded, I guess. Track that one. So I'm curious about that one. Let's grab some shit. Wait. Articles on Eakins. It is a rare opportunity and almost a privilege to approach a vampire, to observe their most intriguing physical and psychological traits with scientific and rational eye. Here are some of the most fascinating abilities Okay. He's talking while I'm doing this. I personally observed over the last 10 years, while interviewing a few vampires, or Eakin as they prefer to call themselves. Supernatural speed. Fuck you. You can read this yourself. Shit we already know about vampires.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Can I get it water then? thing. Anything I can make at this point. Wait. Can I upgrade anything? What? Where the fuck did it go? Oh, you're a dick, game. You're gonna make me go inside, aren't you? Hi. Hi, Doctor. I'm gonna steal your shit.
It never ceases to amaze me how you... It's locked. And lost at the same time.
Oh, it's upstairs? What?
But in the circumstances,
Okay. This is gonna be one of those really annoying fucking quests, isn't it? Yep. So, where is it supposed to be? What? What? I fucking hate these quests at this point. So I'm thinking a lot of these side quests you can't do until you get more into the game, because it seems like there's a lot missing. Now it's telling me to go downstairs? No, that's that one. Okay. Oh, there we go. Now it's working.
I'm sorry you ended up on my plain and cold medical bench, sir.
Fuck you, game.
I understand you must be very angry about
You don't want me to do your side quests, I won't do your side quests.
The Pembroke is so lucky to have Dr. Reed, you know.
Who are you supposed to be?
If only there were more of us, with less resignation and more determination.
I don't think I met you.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Right.
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine.
I said I should keep doing that more.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
Yeah, another one was planning on doing that.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Fair enough.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them? Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Oh?
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett's. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Oh.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Oh? So
Goodbye,
Tippett is
nurse.
fatigued.
Call me if you need assistance.
We shall have to remember that. Alright, let's see.
Another night with the glorious battalion of Pembroke.
Oh, let's talk to you.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
There are a lot of secrets round here. I'm not surprised someone tried to make money from them.
What kind of secrets?
I'm not in the gossip business, Dr. Reed. If you want to know more, you better talk to Harriet Jones. She's the oldest patient here.
Oh, thank you.
Do you know that Nurse Hawkins is thinking of leaving the hospital?
That's not a surprise. We've talked about it already.
Does it not bother you?
Sometimes I think she may be right. We should run away while we can. Question is, where can we go? Where is it safe?
Fair enough.
Do you need any medical help, Milton?
I'm fine, Doc. Physically, at least. But I would give everything to be in a better place right now.
Yeah, we can't give you that, sorry.
Goodbye, Milton.
So let's see.
The glorious battalion of
If only I were young again.
Tippett. She did say he's fatigued, so let's try talking to him.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Welcome, welcome.
Do you need any medical assistance yourself, Doctor?
Come on, don't be ridiculous, dear colleague.
Okay, so I guess not.
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
I have no time for such triviality, my dear colleague. We're here to save lives.
I am not going to answer your question. Fuck off.
Goodbye,
Right.
Dr. Tippett.
Well, we know someone we can talk to at least. Have we talked to everyone? Okay, there.
It is now or never.
I am so tired of your shit, Clay. What the fuck did you do? All the bloody docs are gossiping about how my husband has just gut that stupid kid. How many times did I tell you to count to 20 before drawing your blade? How can you expect to do proper business and have people obey if you keep on killing everyone who dares cross you? Now rumor says some bloke from the dead man's family are looking for you, and one of them even swore to kill you. Don't come home tonight. I've seen strange men patrolling the streets. They may be some commie militia or something, like that sent you to arrest, you. Okay. Go to a safe place for a few days. Maybe go to the hospital or Whitechapel. Make yourself useful for once by checking if any business could be settled over there. When the situation is calmer, I'll send you a wet boat boy so that you know to come back. Edwina. Oh.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Oh, I caught the E3 conference. That was a fucking joke. Well, I think I've talked to you about everything, haven't I? Sorry about that.
Goodbye, nurse.
You are one I've talked to. Okay. Oh, fine. Lots of opium. Guys, we have lots of opium. We can party. So now we get to go talk to him. So yeah, it's a lot of running back and forth.
Hey, Doc.
Hey!
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in the hospital?
Blackmail? That's not my style. Too risky. The black market, though. Now that's where the money is.
Okay.
Am I right to assume your wife's letter pissed you off, Clay?
I was so mad I threw away the knife she got me when we got married.
Your wife gave you a knife as a wedding present.
That knife has always been my lucky charm. If I'd had it in my hand when I got stabbed on that pier, I'd not have been wounded.
Oh?
A lucky charm? I never would have taken you as the superstitious type.
We all have our flaws, Doc. Mine's to have my weapon of choice for when the really dirty business comes around.
What can you tell me about your marriage, Clay?
Marriage is the sweetest cage, they say. Well, I found myself locked in one with a wild animal.
You mean your wife keeps you on your toes?
No, I mean, we both have claws and we both love to bite.
Oh, kinky.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
He's got a fun little marriage, doesn't he? Is it lagging? You're getting lag. Let me check and see what's going on. Give me a second. Yep, we're dropping frames. Give me 2 seconds, guys, and we'll be right back.
And I still feel your power. You changed my voice, you locked it in, and put out any fire. And still with one touch, you got me where you want me, yeah. And it's like a rush, the waves that crash inside me.